Today I will explain you about a drying river of Karnataka. River Hemavathi, is a tributary of Kaveri, originates from a small place called Ballalarayana Durga of Chikmagalur district. All the way up to Krishnaraj Sagar, 245 kilometers it has to travel, feeding water to more than 9 municipalities and about 40 panchayats. And till 1995 this river was fantastic, pure water, blue water, and people used to enjoy this. Several resorts and other places where temples were there on, during 1995-96, jatras used to have held there. But now almost it's a dying river, and we wanted to know why it is. So we took a small journey right from Rayan Durga to Sakleshpur and Sakleshpur to KRPet. When we went to KRPet, we had a shock of the life. A factory called ICL Sugars, that's Coromandala Sugar Factory, it's called popularly known as Coromandala Sugar Factory. It started somewhere in 1998, and as per the rule, this factory should not leave any effluent into the river. It has to collect in a pond. After the treatment, it has to be there within that compound of say 10 to 15 acres of land, and 30% of that should have been a forest, and 70% they should grow all those plants which are available locally. So in order to say that the effluent treatment plant is okay, I mean, as well as the treated water is also okay. This is what they should have done. But here what happens is, up to 2012, nobody even bothered about this sugar factory as well as the effluent treatment. When slowly the yield of sugar cane and yield of various crops became low, they started worrying why exactly it should happen. Meanwhile, the villagers came together and they formed a small committee, and they approached the factory owners. So please let us know what precautions you have taken. While consulting some of the scientists, they came to know that there should be a treatment plant which was not there till that point. Meanwhile, lot of damage had already taken place. They should dispose of the ash within a month. They should mix it with the other mud and they should transport it, and it can be sold also, so that it's a good manure. Instead, they started dumping it there. More than 30 to 40 acres of land you can find around that factory full of this this ash ponds you can see. Now, as you see in this slide, the river was initially like this. In it started point somewhere here. Then this is in Hassan. The river is still it's okay, and when it comes to Goru, there is a dam over there. There is a reservoir, and after that you can see slowly started getting polluted. The reason is Sakleshpur, when it passes through Sakleshpur, the entire affluent of the Sakleshpur town, they leave it to the river without any pollution control, whether any treatment. See, like that, all the town panchayats, they don't have effluent treatment plant for that town, and straight away it comes over there. And this is the problem with this. And slowly you find, this is at Bankal, and when it comes to KRPet, it's the most affected area. We could see there the paddy, arecanut, pulses, vegetables and other crops, especially sugar cane also. Every crop, they started getting less and less yield. And when we tested that, even buffaloes and animal husbandry, poultry is also an important, economic, financial assistance to these villagers there. Everything is now getting affected because of the polluted water. And I just wanted you to see that this is the Hemavathi after beyond that factory, you can see within 1 kilometer you get this spot, and you will see this thing, and this is the water storage in the grey yard, and after that yard, you will see that material getting seeped into the canal. This is a spot, so you can see the factory here, and you will see that this is the storage tank according to them, but there should not be any storage at all. It should be utilized. So obviously now you can make out that it is not being treated at all. We asked where the treatment plant. Now they have started initiating after 15 years. They started constructing some tanks here and there. You can see ash stored all over about 30 to 40 acres of land, and you can see, and you will see that slowly this whatever they are stored in that yard, it's slowly seeping into the canal, and you will see some places it's so thick and with a lot of BOD and COD you can find. It's very difficult for even to nature to set the water right. And here is the pond, and this they call the storage. What is the necessity of storing there? We don't understand. As for the Pollution Control Board, there is nothing you can store there. Either it has to be treated, or it has to be dumped somewhere. But for everything, only after the treatment they can do it. But under no circumstances they can leave it to the canal. And when we tested all this water, we came to know that already Pollution Control Board has taken the samples from here. So through Right to Information Act, we asked, please let us know what is the result, inference of your testing of this material. So when we asked, we got all the records, and I will show you the record. And this is how they transport the ash from that spot, and we will take it somewhere else. And you can see this is freshly put ash, and it's very dangerous even to the plants over there. You can see that those plants, see this is a coconut garden behind. This is not acceptable, because the chemical oxygen demand is so high that once it rains, it will spread all over. You can't dump like this. And you can see now the air pollution. From air pollution you can make out here that all there are no leaves on the tree. How it can happen somewhere in December? This photograph was taken November, December. This will happen somewhere in April, May. But this is what has happened over there. And every tree right over there, you find the trees are like this. And here is a arecanut garden, belongs to a private farmer. He is no way connected to the factory, and straight away we could see the effluent is pouring into his garden, and you can see the arecanut trees are almost at the they are breathing their last, you can say that, and almost some of the trees have died. So when the samples were taken, there was no point in us trying it again. So when we got, and this is the result. Here you can see, according to the board standard, the effluent what is coming out of the factory should be colorless. But here, for one spot it was colorless, and two spots the color was black as well as grey. You can see the standard fixed by the board is 100 as far as suspended solids are concerned. It should not be more than 100 for any reason. And in one spot we found it's 110, and another 860 and 980. Now I can't understand what sort of pollution control over there. Biological oxygen demand and chemical oxygen demand are two measures, parameters to decide the pollution. To be to precise, biological oxygen demand is a requirement of the oxygen to purify that water. More the BOD, more the pollution. That's all we can, for the present discussion, we can take that. Now, it should not be more than 100. But here we tried at 3 spots and it was found 411, 2,475 and 3,800. You can almost compare it to the drainage water of Bangalore. Bangalore drainage water, without any treatment, it will give you about 3,000, 2,400 to 3,000. And here it is 3,800. Similarly, chemical oxygen demand is when lot of chemicals are in the effluent, it cannot, nature cannot set it right. If it is more than 100 or 200, it is very difficult for nature to set it right. In that case, you have seen here 635, 4,462 and 7,000, above 7,000. So this means, you are absolutely killing hemavathi and nothing more. You can't say anything more than this. So all that what I appeal to these politicians and bureaucrats over there in hemavathi area, we request them, come on, set right this as early as possible and save this. You have got a project of taking water from Ettinehole near Sakleshpur. You want to lift it from there and bring it to Kolar, Chikbalapura and Dodbalapura, traveling about 585 kilometers. Now, before that, the water available in that area has to be clean. You don't have any moral authority to lift the water from there when you are spoiling the rivers here. Arkavati river is totally spoiled now. It's already a dead river. But Hemavathi is still alive. Why can't we save Hemavathi? And if at all these bureaucrats don't take any action within few days, we are going to approach the Green Court as well as the Karnataka High Court on this issue, and we will see to it that the Pollution Control Board becomes active. See, in fact, we have got enough document to prove that right from 2011, 2012, 13, Pollution Control Board has given sufficient notice to the General Manager of ICL, Coromandala Sugar Factory, and they have not obeyed the order, no compliance, and we can prove it. Under the circumstances, now they have applied for one more factory, that is 32 megawatts of coal burnt, electric power generation using the coal, and another 1.5 megawatt captive generation. And the third one is the distillery. If all three comes, definitely you are going to kill Hemavathi. But I don't know, somehow they got the permission from the central government, Ministry of Environment and Ecology, they got the permission from there without any public hearing, without any basic environmental impact assessment. How could they get it? So all this we are going to question. Already some people must have gone to court, but anyway, our organization is also, Human Rights Protection Foundation Udupi also is going to approach the court. Thank you.